Here we go. Make sure we got this, oh, let's see if we need to change up our window here. No. There we go. Oh, this looks chill. We're just gonna play Donnie fucking Darko here. And, ever played Battle Block Theater? No. So Tiny Bunny has milk. Ew. I'm already not a big milk fan, let alone strange animal milk. Okay. Alright, coming at me with the sharp violin sounds. Let's just jump right in. I wonder if I can change my deets. I don't actually know if I can. I probably can. I probably just don't know how. The wind clawed at my window all night long. It wandered the fields and howled like a hungry beast. An endless song weaved from all sorts of voices, shrill, gentle, sneery, twined in the air. Looks like this game will be family-friendly with Easter Bunny vibes and good Christian values. Fuck, Silver, you're right. We should have played this for Easter. They were shouting and laughing and arguing about something. Someone was running through the snow while casting long shadows that would occasionally creep close to my bed. Our house had a mind of its own. The creaky old mind of a building that had seen a lot in its days and was seemingly trying to share its wisdom with the inhabitants. The lonely house faced the forest, and the dark green thicket gazed back with its hollow eyes, rustling, whizzing, swaying back and forth. What, this game doesn't feature Lola Bunny? 0 out of 10. Shots fired in the chat by Josh, but true. Or Lopunny, who is, and I say for the 100th time, the most dateable of the Pokemon. Can I get an amen? One could come out and stand at the edge of the forest to reassure themselves there was nobody behind the crooked trees. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. I think my favorite cartoon bunny actually is Roger Rabbit. Not because I actually like Roger Rabbit, but oh god, Jessica Rabbit. But because of my favorite rabbit is Jessica Rabbit. Fuzzy silhouettes swaying in the wind couldn't possibly do any harm. It's just a play of light and shadow. Just a play. I knew it was just my imagination. I was already 12, after all. Great. Oh, we get a fox! We get a fox, guys! I would change the voice, but I'm not going to. Sundays are like chill goth mommy vibe days, so we're not gonna do it. Hey, put away your book. How many times have I told you not to read at the table? It's bad for your health. Look at how slouched you are. Yo, what's up, mama? Hi. Oh, am I... Oh, I have to hide the book. I didn't protest and put the book about Conan the Barbarian aside. I was stuck on a line I couldn't understand after reading it 3 times anyway. And to be fair, I don't really think you all want to listen to me make a 12-year-old prepubescent boy voice for like 4 hours. Olia had already finished her— oh my god, that's a fun name to say. Olia had already finished her breakfast and was munching on some cookies. She was so enthusiastic. She almost looked like your typical girl from commercials. You're not going anywhere until you finish all of it. I, on the other hand, was still trying to drill a hole in the plate with my eyes, as if it would make the porridge disappear. Yo, what's wrong with porridge? Hey chat, what's your favorite breakfast? Hazy anxiousness welled up inside, all because of the previous sleepless night, the black forest around our house, and the gloomy wind. The longer I waited, the colder the lumpy white substance became. Isn't porridge just oatmeal? Ew, most cookies are gross. Wow. Wow, Josh. I like you, Josh. I respect you. Cookies are amazing. Bacon, egg, and cheese toasted bagel. Oh my god, toasted bagel. It looked like a jellyfish from the Cousteau Odyssey. I love that show. I have waffles. I make banana waffles for breakfast. I wonder how horrifying the bottom of the ocean is. Josh likes Lucky Charms, Frosted Cheerios, Fruit Loops, and Frosted Flakes. Nice. Oh, that's right, but not Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Oh, man. Or how cold the Black Forest is at night. The spoon fell out of my hand. Mom showered me with a cold glare from her green eyes. What did I just say? I get it. I had 10 seconds to catch my breath before battling the nasty porridge once again. Yo, real talk. I like oatmeal. You put some, like, butter or plant butter in that bad boy. Some brown sugar. You add brown sugar to anything, you're good to— some cream of wheat. Yow. Nutritious. Bagels, oatmeal, porridge, but I have never in my life seen someone bleh at bagels. But you get some, like, see, I don't eat meat anymore. You get some, like, fake meat and cheese, and you butter that bad boy up and you toast it. You get an everything bagel. Oh my god, everything bagel. I haven't had an everything bagel in a hot minute. I felt around for the spoon. My only weapon against the porridge. Oh god, I must hydrate. Woo! Hate to watch it go, but love to watch it leave. What is this carved on the other side of the table? Karina. I prefer white bread toast and Hawaiian bread. Yo. Hawaiian bread is fucking dope. Huh. That's my mom's name. I guess she carved it out with something pointy when she was little. She sure was a rascal, damaging the furniture like that. She would scold me for a week if I did something similar, though. Should I remind her about it? No, she's been in a bit of a bad mood lately. Did you guys ever pull pranks as kids? I imagined her being my age, sitting under this table. I wonder, was Mom afraid of the dark back then? My taste buds are bonkers. Or the sounds coming from the attic or the thick forest. I imagined my grandma coming into my little mom's room, sitting at the edge of her bed where Olia sleeps nowadays, and saying this in her soft, smooth voice. Tons of pranks, mall and school terrorists. Believe it or not, from my avatar, I was a hardcore mall goth. Hardcore mall goth all the way. Taiga is a special place, little girl. It's what? Isn't that a magic card? Is that a dual land, the taiga? It's watching you closely, sniffing you out, trying to discern what kind of beasts you are. If you're a good sort, it won't abandon you in times of trouble. But if you're a bad apple, it'll grab you by the side and drag you under the ground. And that would be it. Grandma was caring. What a sweet lady. She never fought with anybody, never yelled, never swore. Those were the times without the maddening screams until late at night, without smashed dishes and mutual accusations. Oh, I know where this game is going. I jump scared my family a lot. Still use joy buzzers, whoopee cushions, shotgun. Oh, snap, hardcore. No way, hardcore goth, impossible. I would have guessed My Little Pony Valley Girl. I loved My Little Pony. I had so many My Little Ponies. And like a true child, destroyed many of them with... do you legit like My Little Pony? I loved My Little Ponies. I would watch them old movies. I had even bought some in recent years because I was like, oh, maybe I need the Flutter Ponies. I had Barbies. Oh my God. There were some Living Dead dolls back in the way day that you could get at Hot Topic when they still sold like really cool clothes. Maybe they still do. And the UFO pants. Oh my God. Woo! Preach. I'm sorry. I will unashamedly admit I never left early 2000s goth. Nick's nostalgia. Preach. Junkos all the way, baby. Jinkos? Jinko? Whatever. If you weren't wearing pants wider than your body, why even hang out at the mall? Our parents used to love each other back then. I remember listening in on one of their conversations by chance. They were talking about Grandma getting prepared for her funeral. She had already bought a casket, and she called it her cute funeral box. It waited for its time in the closet patiently. Yo, I've heard that, like, some areas people actually do that. Although to me, that makes sense. It's practical. How we handle death here is very weird to me. Embalming, the whole, I don't know, stick me in a box, feed me to the vultures. It's all very weird. People are very weird about death. Oh, Grandma's coffin was on fucking fleek. It was black, upholstered with meat-colored material on the inside. I saw it when my grandma was getting buried. The house didn't change since the time she was alive. Only all of the photos were gone. Glass-covered pictures with gray faces of my ancestors. They all had a dead but watchful look in their eyes. Grandma's looking creepy, yo. Right? Grandma's dead. What's your favorite fashion era? I crawled out from under the table. Olya was done with her cookies and was looking at my share like a sly woodland critter. Right, the game knows we were just talking about woodland critters. I turned my gaze toward the frosted window. There were a lot of dark pines outside, but they didn't grab my attention. The pattern of frost formed a picture on the glass. It's the fox. All right, so we can actually do like the kid's voice for the kid. Puts on disco outfit. Brave. Olya, look, it's a fox. Where? It looked almost like those optical illusion things they put on the back of student notebooks. A magic eye picture. A mixture of lines at first glance, but if you blur your vision a little bit and look under a certain angle, not outside, on the window. Look, here's the nose, and here's... Hey, eat up. Yes, just a moment. I don't see anything. Hurry up, there's not much left. Oh, there it is! But it still doesn't look like one. And I'm telling you it does. Nuh-uh. It does. Stop it. These kids, I swear. Now I couldn't see the fox either. Quick, get a trampoline for it to jump on. I know, right? That would be adorable. I don't think there's a lot of sweet, adorable things that are gonna happen in this game, though. It disappeared. Went away. Only the frosty pattern similar to stretched out nettle leaves kept creeping up the glass. Oh shit, we got Daddy too. I didn't know Daddy was here. My dad entered the kitchen with long, measured steps. I want to have a beard like his when I grow up. Mom would always ask jokingly, "Come on, shave it off, it stings." This was so long ago. Nowadays, rumbling doors and witty comebacks were an everyday occurrence. Where did that Chad come from? Right, John? What a Chad. Olya always covered her ears whenever she hears something like, "What's the point in all this?" through the wall. "It's all for your sake," Dad would reply, "for the sake of our family." I always caught every sound in fear of hearing the most dreaded, the deadliest word that started with a D. Is it despair? Is it dingus? No, it's about divorce. This game is about divorce, at minimum. Devo. I don't really like that song either. I like a lot of 80s music. But to be fair, Whip It just, it's kind of meh. I don't even want to finish it. It was scary to imagine that me and my little sister could be torn apart and taken into two different families. Anyway, your fox is nothing. I have an owl on my window. You and your owl talk again. You said you believed me just yesterday. Has anybody seen my car keys? I remember leaving them on the windowsill. Divorce, well, I'm sure there will be separating soon enough, right? Oh God, what do you think the spooky bunny is then? Because we're pretty well grounded in reality right now. What is the scary bunny from the intro? Other scary D words: ding-a-dial, disco, fair, King DDD, dingleberry. What is the D? Is this the D? Why are we? I'm not scared of the D. We should learn not to be scared of the... Right. Maybe you did, and... Alright, so Mom's gonna get... Since they're fighting, we're gonna give them more, D's nuts. Respect. Respect, Silver. Respect. I'm not gonna lie. We make these nuts jokes in this house because we're adults. Maybe you did, and maybe not. You're a grown man, a father of two, and still... Karina, please stop. Just let me get ready in peace. Your keys are in the basket near the phone. The music's getting louder, isn't it? Well, thank you very much. Sweet D. Oh, good call. Oh my God. Like a very tall chicken. Anton, stop making a martyr out of yourself and finish eating already. And the owl. There was no owl. But there was one. It had giant glowing eyes. Oh, hi. Hi. Olia sprung up from the chair and placed her hands on her little face, imitating a pair of eyes with her fingers the size of an apple each. Last year, you had Babai in your closet, and now this owl? I wonder if that... Can I click on that? Oh, but I saw it! Olia. I'm just gonna say that again. Olia. So fun. Shifted her gaze back and forth from Dad to Mom to me, Rocky, Frank, Janet, but couldn't find any support. Have you thought about befriending it? You know, like feeding it with imaginary mice. Don't bully our girl. She's just afraid to sleep alone because she's still little. Olia pouted her lips in rebellion and rushed into the hallway. The staircase that led to the second floor creaked. Mom gave Dad a strict look. Oh, I've seen that look. What the heck is going on here? The children are now diamonds. Good call, I mean. Dad looked from Mom to me to the porridge. The porridge is now diamonds. Olia is now a terrifying rabbit. Your parents divorced. Oh, wait. Shit. Oh, that look in her eyes. It's so uncomfortable to be pinned under it. Dad just snorted in reply and left, ringing with the keys he just found. A minute had passed, and the theme song from The Little Mermaid echoed through the house. It was stored on an incredibly worn-out cassette tape, you remember those, which Dad already had to glue together once. You could glue cassette tapes back together? It's so easy to fix objects. By gluing them back together, for example. But how do you fix a relationship? Is it through the D? Is it by accepting the D? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Mom moved to the living room and I was left alone, anxiously stealing glances at the window. The art in this is gorgeous. Olia had trouble sleeping ever since we moved to this house. I heard that, Curtis. She would toss and turn or curl up into a little ball under her blanket. Sometimes she would jump up in the middle of the night and turn on the VCR. Olia was making gurglings. She too was sipping her fizzy water through a straw on stream. Cartoons helped to take her mind off all the troubles we had had with the move and our parents. Hey. Cool. Oh, poor Olia. And then Olia said she saw that giant flying monster outside her window. She became obsessed with it. Our parents did everything in their power. They tried every little trick to get rid of those ridiculous fears. Olia refused to sleep alone and didn't believe that the owl was just one of her nightmares. After tonight, I was unsure what to think of my sister's words, what to think of it myself. Can nightmares be infectious? Just last night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep and ended up thinking of what to expect in my new school. There were a couple of days left before the beginning of a new term. My imagination drew long, twisting hallways that led to a classroom full of kids. But all the students behind their desks were simply dark figures, cut out using a template. Circular holes gaped in the middle of their faces, and pairs of eyes blinked inside those holes. It was as if some completely different creatures were looking at me from behind the flat, black silhouettes. Their cruel glares, filled with icy sneers, made me shiver from head to toe. Will I survive here? Won't they gang up on me and beat me down? Stomp on me with their bloodied shoes? The damn school can burn for all I care. I just wished for anything to happen to it. Doesn't really matter what. I didn't want to go there that badly. I didn't want to see people who are just itching to smack me on the head, trip me up, think of a new offensive name for me worse than the previous one. I felt like the glasses I wore made me an outsider or some sort of monster. My gaze slid across the drawings hanging on the walls. I couldn't consider myself a great artist, but Olia begged me to hang them. Drawing was the only thing that made me happy as of late. The small circle of friends I had also enjoyed my paintings, and they promised to call me from time to time. Sometimes I imagine Mom picking up the phone and saying in a cold voice, "You've got the wrong number." Or, "Anton is not around." I imagined my future classmates lying in their beds just like me, listening to the howls of invisible werewolves outside their windows. Maybe my new classmates will like me after all. But who would ever like a boy with thick glasses? I mean, my dad used to wear glasses when he was little, and now he's married to the most beautiful woman on the planet, my mom. The house creaked, pressed by the wind. The condo we used to live in, a 9-foot concrete building, buzzed with the neighbor's drill, mumbled with a TV set from behind the wall, cried like a baby from the big family next door. Our current house, though I can't really call it new, was completely different. It was silent and easygoing during the day. Its shadows lie dormant in the corners, on the closet, cobwebs, and under the stairs. But they all woke during the night. Something was watching me from every corner. Almost as if the old photos of my deceased family with their ashen eyes were hanging on the walls in place of my drawings. The floor was squeaking, rusty drains were moaning, the attic was occupied by noisy drafts. One could think the house was performing some sort of demonic melody. And then I realized I was, in fact, hearing music. It was already playing for a good while. Somewhere at the edge of my perception, I could hear a flute. It was mixed in with the sound of the wind, of the creaking old house, and my thoughts, too. I stood up and rushed to the window. I wanted to reassure myself that this music was nothing more than a product of my imagination. I'm kind of shocked. I figured this game would be fairly popular from Steam reviews, but only you and one other streaming. That's crazy. Wait, I feel like I think I've seen one or two other people stream it, but I haven't watched because I wanted to play it. What kind of vegetable is a chicken's favorite? Bok bok choy. It's not like someone is playing it there amidst the cold, snowy night, right? Holy crap, how is the game audio, by the way, you guys? The music is very loud to me, but it may not be to you. Oh, we get to open the window. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Someone was dancing in the field. Black silhouettes I could barely make out, with the dark forest as their backdrop. They jumped around, basked in moonlight, bumped into piles of snow, rolled around and crawled on all fours. Stories about wolves playing under the moonlight came to mind, but these were clearly not wolves. They stood upright at times, circled around, holding hands and whipping up snow, disappearing into the shadows for a brief moment and then coming back. Something bizarre was going on. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss. Every game we play, there's going to be an abyss. Hail the abyss. Shadows dancing in the starless abyss made my imagination go wild, making me anxious at the same time. Suddenly, the music had stopped. The dancing shadows froze in place, and I could swear pierced me with their eyes. One of the silhouettes immediately parted from the bizarre shadow carnival and sprinted across the field with giant leaps. It glided on squeaky snow without leaving any prints until it was devoured by the pitch black shadow of my house, which became even darker and thicker. Uh-oh, time to book it. Cheese it, it's the feds. My heart was jumping around like the bird inside a cage. I shut the curtains with a swift motion and stepped back toward the bed. This game is fucking dope. They saw me. A freezing torrent of fear washed over me. I stood in the middle of a perfectly dark room and listened to some unwanted guest move and scrape, looking for an entrance. The sound moved to the right, and then circled around the house. Now my guess should be at the front door. I jumped into the bed and covered myself with the blankets as if it could protect me. The shackles of fear locked my muscles. I remembered the funeral. My grandma lying there, hands across her chest, her facial features sharp, like that of a tin doll. This was me playing Visage on Friday. I would have jumped in the closet and dug a hole in the floor. I am such a scaredy cat. But this I dig. I dig the atmospheric brooding. Ants running up and down the legs of chairs that held my grandma's casket. I imagine those little creatures climbing up her head and pulling up her eyelids with their tiny legs. Then, her wrinkly eyeballs would once again move inside their sockets and she'll be able to see her grandchildren. I was chanting the spells she taught me throughout the whole procedure. And now, lying under the blanket and listening to the squeaks and howls, I was repeating the same words. On the island of Buyan, underneath the blemished sun, in the sea of color blue, stands a cabin made of wood. There lay lard and ashen hair for the spawn from devil's lair to feast and always leave alone. God's faithful servant named Anton. Evil leave this house must, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Bizarre sounds had disappeared. I cautiously peeked out from under the blanket and saw curtains waving around like a hangman. And then the night doused me with a new portion of boiling terror. The sound scratched at my eardrums. In reality, something or someone were scratching at the front door, hurriedly clawing at wood, demanding to be let in. Is this Demon Slayer's canon, Muzan's Fury, coming? Oh my god. I'm not caught up yet with the current season, but oh my god, I love Demon Slayer. Balto, no? Who's Balto? I don't know that reference. The door was shut. Dad had become very cautious recently, so he had installed a sturdy lock to keep us in. I remember him staring at the forest intently as if he were looking for someone. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I hugged my knees, placing my chin between them, and drilled the door with my eyes. It was so flimsy and so weak before the might of the darkness. And then... oh no, I don't like that. The doorknob twitched slightly. Then it turned halfway, once, twice, as if the person who tried to enter had no hands. The doorknob tilted once more and then started clicking violently. My jaw cramped from fear, my wet fingers clutched the blanket. The door creaked and opened. The wind taunted me, moaning inside the tin drains. Now you'll see. The door was wide open. The darkness writhed inside the carnivorous mouth of a doorway. Tony. Balto is a famous cartoon wolf from the movie Balto. The 1995 movie Balto is famous and inspired many childhoods. Oh, dope. Is he scary or sweet? It was as if the night itself was calling out to me, flapping its black wings and squeaking with rusty hinges. I was trembling, ensnared by the web of darkness that hung in the corners of my room, waiting for the one who weaved it to come out of the gaping black hole. Go on about your gaping black hole. Tony. My abdomen tightened and my chest rose up, ready to exhale a desperate scream. Hulk's pro skater? What the? Do a 180 kickflip, Tony. Oh, Naboo, hi, baby. Thank you for the raid. We are winding down with Tiny Bunny, in which we are about to be visited by the Night Mommy. Hi, Naboo, and hi, readers. Welcome. But the Night Mommy, she beckons us to play Tony's Hawk's Pro What the Fuck is in the Woods 5. But before I was able to do anything, the darkness asked me, Tony, are you asleep? My sister's pale face protruded from the thick shadows. I almost screamed from relief. Olia! Oh, wrong one. Olia, I'm not sleeping. Did something happen? Olia frowned and stuck out her lower lip, a clear sign she was about to cry. It's there again, staring at me. Shoo her away, Tony, please. I'm so scared. Balto, also known as Kevin Bacon, is about a half-wolf dog ignored by all except a goose. I love geese. Boris, Bob Hoskins, and 2 polar bears. Oh, this sounds adorable. When the other... Okay, that's starting to sound familiar. When the other dogs get lost in the snow, Balto risks his life to rescue them. Aww. Hi, Naboo. Naboo, what were you streaming? I think I had seen the notice and was like, oh no, I'm about to go live. Oh my God, guys. Objective, nose grind 360 kickflip in the demon. The demon in Olia's room. Oh my God. Zelda, A Link to the Past. Oh, dope. As long as they aren't Canadian geese. I know they get a bad rap, and they completely deserve it, but I do love them too. Snow geese are beautiful. I know a lot of bird things. Apparently, Emmy is a huge fan of that game. Oh yes, that might be the one that you... That might be the one that Emmy's been trying to get me to play for 2 years. The fear that was tormenting me just a moment ago crawled away and hid somewhere in my stomach. I knew I could never do a 360 kickflip like this. I needed to calm Olia down. It was just a dream, silly. Don't be scared. Dreams don't bite. No one's going to harm you. Tony Hawk will remember that. Olia sobbed. She was trying her best to believe me. But was I sure myself? I have an idea. Let's go to your room and watch the video Sleeping Beauty, for example. Favorite Disney movie, hands down. What's your favorite Disney movie? You like that cartoon, don't you? Why does the Sleeping Beauty have a prince and I have this scary bird? Fair question. That question took me by surprise. All right, let's watch Cinderella. That's a 2 out of 10 for me, Cinderella. My thoughts became tangled, fuzzy. What was that? What studied me with its eyes while dancing feverishly under the moon? The darkness was clinging to the window, and it couldn't be fooled by Grandma's old chants. It couldn't be satisfied with a feast of lard and long ashen hair. Tony, you coming? Yeah, just a moment. Aladdin. Okay. Oh, I apologize if that blew out your ears. Sundays are a very weird mix of I'm gonna chill and tell you a bedtime story and then scream like a bitch. That one got me. Oh, I do really love Aladdin. Oh my God. I hate that Aladdin was based off of Tom Cruise, but I love Aladdin. It actually didn't say, oh good, okay. That's all thanks to Emmy's mad skills in setting up all her equipment and making sure that there's a limiter. Because I am loud. I'm loud when I'm not screaming into a mic. All right. Okay, well, that was fucking dope. Oh my God. Okay, so we will probably continue Tiny Bunny next week. Secret Skater unlocked. Wolfman Sam. I know, Gons. I know. He's wearing some of those fucking Junko jeans we were talking about earlier. And is ready to kickflip his way into your heart. Whew. Incredibles, Cars 1. Oh man. Yeah, I think my favorite Disney movies are easily, God, I get so sidetracked. I love Aladdin. I love Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty's probably my number 1 from Maleficent. I love The Lion King because I love Scar. Duh. Kim Possible, haven't seen it. Lilo and Stitch is adorable. Oh my God, it's so sweet. It's one of the more recent movies that I actually enjoyed. Like, I didn't like Frozen. Frozen was meh. To me, I didn't like the music. I don't know. It was meh. All that 90s shit. Yeah, basically. I mean, we're all nostalgic for what we grew up with, so it makes sense. Oh my God. Some of the music from Cinderella was okay. I just didn't like the concept. It was very like, even for its Emperor's New Groove. Oh my God, yes. Yes, Kronk for the win. Oh my God, and that one voice actor is like the best. That's in so many things. That was in like Home Movies and Venture Brothers. Oh my God. Oh, he's great. Emperor's New Groove is the shit. Ah! Oh my God. All right, well, I'm going to wind on down because I have some birds to go have sing to me. All right, so you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Nebu, for the raid. I super appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you for coming and chatting. It means the world to me.